for the third time, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified podcast. Today is February 8th, 2021. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
Hey, you know what they say, man. Third time's the charm. It's your boy, Pokemon Trigger, please. For those listening, we had a little bit of difficulties, but I think it's sorted out, right?
I believe we have sorted out the issues, as far as I know. But again, anything could happen, so be careful with what could happen. I hope so. So once again, thank you so much for joining us, even through the difficulties. We are once again here to talk about Pokemon news, updates, and ranting about Pokemon Go, because we love the game just as much as you do. So Chris, how you been with, my friend?
It's been good. I had a very lazy day at work today. By that I mean I worked really hard and I fell asleep afterward.
Well, I mean, can't get anybody into that, right?
I can say I grinded my girlfriend's account to get the last second Earthquake Ho-Oh.
Nice.
So that was exciting.
Yeah, I should have done that.
Yeah, going all around the city to get that last cliff.
Yeah, I should have done that for my ult if I could have, because I wanted to try a few things, I guess.
It was a fun little grind, let me tell you. But it was a little bit easier because of the rocket event that we had.
Oh yeah, that was actually pretty good to have until then. Even though the rocket event actually ended yesterday, you know that,
right? The boosted part of it, yes.
Yes. So it is what it is when it comes down to it. But yeah, no, I mean, last week actually has been an okay week. It wasn't like big on raids or anything, but it has been okay in a couple other things. We'll definitely go over, the shinies and the hondos and everything else in just a moment. We just want to make sure to remind everybody that we are part of the Professor Network. Please check us out at theprofessornetwork.com/Purified Podcasts, where we can just go ahead and just check them out. They're wonderful people. They're always having some great things out there. Every week, we want to make sure that they know, that we know, that everybody knows that what we're talking about. So we'll definitely get to that point. And they also go with so many things Pokemon Go related wise, between the anime, the cars, the TCG, and all the many things. So make sure you check them out whenever you can. So thank you so much. So once again, here it's time to shift the gears back again on the recaps that we have from last week and an extra day, because we are streaming to this on Monday instead of Sunday, because it was Super Bowl Sunday yesterday, and well, I wanted to watch it.
Go Bucks!
Yeah. Really? You really got that shirt?
Yeah, my dad wanted one, so I hooked him up.
Oh my god. Alright, well, anyways, Chris, what do you got for me for shinies?
Literally all I have is shinies, sadly.
Really? No Hondos?
Nah, I get so unlucky with Hondos, I swear.
So what's your shiny count?
Shiny count? Not counting the calm day we had.
Which we'll talk about.
I ended up... What?
Which we'll talk about in a second. Go on.
Oh, yeah. I think the only thing I got was a shiny Shadow Pinsir.
Ooh.
I did trade for a shiny Lickitung with Body Slam, and it actually got pretty good ranking for Great League extra large Lickitung.
Nice.
And I want to say the shiny Mareep was I'm pretty sure we talked about that last week. I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
Yeah, it was pretty uneventful, honestly, this week. But I did catch some good PvP mons.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's actually sweet.
What you got?
I got quite a bit of a haul this week, not counting Community Day, of course. So on Tuesday, I think the 2nd, I got another shiny Shadow Scyther. So that's my third one from the Jesse and James balloon. Spicy good.
Bruh.
I know, right?
If only you could trade them.
I know, right? And then I think it was during just Go Plus in anything. The next day, I got a shiny Minchina.
Okay.
All right. And then all of a sudden, I opened my game at work on the 5th, and then I got a shiny Woobat. My second one.
Oh,
So that's good because I don't have to trade for it for the family anymore. I do have to walk one at least.
I do think he's one of the more rare ones in my opinion
Yeah.
because he almost is like locked to events.
Well,
Almost.
funny thing about the Woobat today is, or the Woobat that day is that I opened the game and I clicked the Gold Plus
Mhm.
to just catch whatever I was catching, and then I was checking my storage when I clicked the Gold Plus, and I see the pop up for the shiny there. I'm like, oh, all right, I'll take it.
Like this could have ran.
Well, calm day was calm day. We'll talk about that in just a minute. And then, of course, this morning though, I was clicking on a Pikachu, and guess what it was?
Little shiner.
Shiny Pikachu. I actually haven't got a shiny Pikachu in a while, man. In a while. And this is not boosted odds or anything. This is full odds on the wild during the season of celebration spawns and everything. So that's like rare as it can be. Just having a random shiny appear out of nowhere. Of course, the
It's been a
Mincino.
hot minute since I've got it.
Yeah, it's of course Mincino and Woobat were also full odds because they're not part of the celebration of Team Go Rocket. So, in all honesty, all three of them, aside from the shiny Scyther, they're all full odds. So, in all honesty, I'm actually okay with this haul. And I'm at 668 shinies, although I did delete a couple of shinies before GoFest 2019. So, but yeah, that's my haul. I know, right? I know, no shiny left behind. That's my haul. As for Hundos, just to make sure that you guys are aware, the Hundo Menace, I did actually hatch a Hundo Clink.
Oh yeah.
So I evolved it all the way to Clink Clan for the first time. This is was a Pokemon X N32, so heck yeah. Although I kind
Strong
of
steel.
well, I prefer the shiny over the Hundo, but the Hundo is okay too. Because I've been doing a lot
He's
of those.
alright.
I've been doing a lot of the raids, and I'm just like, well, I'm never gonna get the shiny. Might as well get a Hundo, you know.
Wait, do you not have a shiny Clink?
No. Just silent. How many do you have?
I got a decent amount. I have 3 right now.
Okay, so you got the family right now.
I don't think I have the Honda though. So you got me there.
You got the family though. So
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll hook you up in the future. Who knows?
we'll see. I mean, I do have a lot of shinks to trade. Hey, you get clings, I get shinks. So I guess that's a good benefit on the golden shiny.
That's fair. That's fair.
Shinx is better, so it's better. Anyways. Welcome, Terry, and welcome, Paper God. Summertime Loving, thank you so much for joining us, too. We're doing great. We're discussing some things that happened just recently. So, again, shinies, hundos, pretty good. How about your community day? How was your community day, anyways?
It seems I only work Sundays when there's a community day on Sunday. That's the only day I work Sunday.
Oh my
and
God.
I don't know. I'm not confirming nor denying, but I feel like one of my managers might be playing Pokemon Go or something. I swear.
So
What
you
are
can
the
go. You
odds?
cannot confirm or deny that he might be playing Pokemon Go, but yet
I don't know. Because he works sometimes on the Sundays too. I don't know. It's funny, man.
That's very sus.
But I was able to get 3.
Okay, so you got the family.
And I
Well,
haven't.
you got more than a family, actually.
Yeah, I wanted to hatch a shiny Budew, but I haven't gone through all my eggs yet. I've only hatched one of the Comday eggs I got.
Well, I went a little bit ham on Community Day
Ooh.
because I was actually in a different grind. Now, I do have the Hondo line. I do have, well, yeah, I actually have the Bidoo Hondo and the Reserate Hondo, so I actually have more than enough. I could have one more Hondo, but it was more than enough. I had the shinies way before Calm Day even happened, so I technically didn't even need to play Calm Day this time around. However, though, I was on a different grind. As you guys know, we have hit level 44 in Pokemon Go just recently. However, though, the requirements for 46 is to do at least 100 field research tasks during the time. Guess what happens on Community Day? The easiest task in the entire world. Catch 3 Pokemons of the kind of Community Day. So my grind was different in a way that it means I need to go ahead and get this done today, because I won't have another chance to do it unless I continue doing it as much as possible. So for the first 3 hours of the day, that's what I did. At least throughout Community Day. I did actually complete the 100 quests to do that. Shiny wise, because it was Community Day and you knew we were gonna get shinies, I did get 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 Roselias and 1 Bidoof from the hatches.
That's respectable.
I have 2 shiny Bidoofs now, so I can trade one at least. And I did power up, or not power up, but I did get my Hundo Roserade or Roselia to Roselia with the Community Day moves. So I really am set on Community Day.
I had the same idea as you to try and get as many research as I could done, but yeah, I got stuck at work till like the last 30 minutes, so I wasn't able to do it.
Yeah, so
sadly.
Yeah. However, though, there is one thing that I was waiting to do today to be able to actually show it to you guys. There was one last thing in the task that I needed to do, and that was to take a picture of my buddy 7 days in a row, technically. So, knowing that I knew I was gonna get the last task today, instead of actually completing it yesterday or completed it at midnight, let's go ahead and complete it today, shall we? And here it is. The moment we've all been waiting for. Level 46 in Pokemon Go! So, another grind day, another time. We finally made another level. I'm above the 45s. I'm not a scrub anymore.
Show me the tasks. I forgot.
Heck yeah, 46, boys. There we go. Here is what we do it. Here's how we do it. This is how we do it. Please don't copyright me. So there is no 46 challenge task, but there is. I actually already finished one of the tasks, which is 20 platinum medals. It just finished up right now. And now we have to do, or I have to do, a couple of things. So it's win 30 raids using a team of all unique Pokemon species. This is actually going to be good because during the next few weeks, we're going to be doing different raids. So I'm pretty sure I'll be doing that pretty soon. 30 raids is a lot. But here comes Mewtwo, so don't worry about that. Win a 3-star raid using only Pokemon with 1500 or less. That might be a little bit difficult, but I do need a couple of friends to just help me out there. You know? Simple and easy. Oh, and that also counts for the legendaries. So it doesn't even have to be a 3-star. It can be even be a 5-star too. So 3-star or above to complete that task. And then power up 3 Pokemon to their max CP. Which I do have 2 ready out of the 3 that I need. There is one more that I'll probably be doing that in between times that I need to do the raids anyways. But let's do that right now, shall we, Chris? How about that?
You're crazy. You're crazy.
So, hey, it will be my very first level 50 Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Now, I do require a little bit of extra candy here. So, hold on just a second, guys. I think I said I need 290. Good thing I have a lot of rare candies. I'll get more when Mewtwo comes around, so don't worry about that. And I was waiting to hatch as many as possible before I get to this point. So, if I believe my math is correct, I have just enough rare candy or actually I have just enough regular Roselia candy and extra large candy to do this. It is going to cost me 514 million Stardust.
You're insane.
It is done. Goodbye, Stardust. I never knew you anymore. Oh, God dang it. Oh, Jesus. That's crazy. That is crazy. I can't believe I did that. No, nobody ever told me that roasted rate is not a bad thing anymore. I actually gotta change
That
the
just
name.
brought a tear to my eye.
I
Oh
went under
no.
6 mils, which is actually very sad right now. I can't believe I did that. I will regret it for the rest of my life, but I have to do it for the grind. For the grind, everybody. For the
I
grind.
know you're doing an EV, hopefully into Sylveon. What do you think your third one's gonna be?
Well, Sylveon, it's the EV that I want to make sure, which is a best friend Hundo EV that I will be powering up to Hundos or to full status once I actually have enough candy for it, which I'm really close now. My Thermon, I do have Quagsire ready for it, just in case I
Oh,
need to complete that because
okay.
of the celebration we had through the Game Awards and everything. So I could do
That's
a
true.
Quagsire. Quagsire? Yeah, no, not just Quagsire. What is it? Whooper.
Yeah, Quagsire.
Whooper. I don't have enough candy for Whooper right now. I could use rare candy if I need to, but I do have enough extra large candy to do the evolution. I think I'm gonna hold up a little bit on that
Okay.
one. Just because I feel like I don't have enough rare. Yeah, I don't have any more rare candies. I got like 7 rare candies now.
Really?
Oh god, oh god. So Whooper and Eevee, which again Eevee, I'm really close to do that. I have 261 extra large candies and a couple extra
Mhm.
rare candies, so I should be able to evolve it as soon as I have enough for it. So,
Okay.
so we'll definitely be doing that as we go along. So I wanted to share that to finally hit level 46 with you guys live here on Twitch. So if you want to make sure you check it out, I will post the video on YouTube later. I'll definitely link it if you follow in our social media, so make sure you check that out. And of course, will be out in podcast services as soon as possible. So we do have a question on chat real quick, and it's speaking
Oh,
of the Rocket event, Rocket Celebration, what's the shiny rate on Team Go Rocket leaders? I grind 30 Arlo battles and no shiny Shadow Beldum yet. A 14, 13, 15. So just because we had more Tingo Rocket leaders and Tingo Rocket grounds throughout the event of the Tingo Rocket celebration last week, it didn't mean that the rates were actually going up. We did have more chances to be able to do them, but not enough. But I think the rates were still the same when it comes to Shadow Shinies.
mhm.
And I believe that's still in the same category as just getting a regular shiny on all its own, aside from just the actual grind itself. If I go to Silk
Yeah.
Road, I believe they might have the
Yeah, that's what
shiny
I'm looking at right now.
rates. Shiny rates, there we go. So new shiny rates here. Let's see. Do we have anything for Shadow? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. It doesn't seem that they have a lot of the news for Shadows, I guess.
They don't have a set number, but the last update they had was in November 12th of 2019, and
Yeah.
they had an interval of 1 in 36 to as low as 1 in 277. I'd say it's probably somewhere in between, around 1 in 150
Yeah.
at like the highest. I don't think it's like 1 in 300. That just seems way too high.
Yeah, it really depends on just because you're battling there and then. So I'm sure that the rates are probably a little bit lower than 300, but not enough to say that it's maybe half of that because you do have to get lucky when it comes to the shiny at that point. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah. Oh yeah.
so so that's usually your thing or the thing that we would be on the Tico Rocket celebration. We did wanted to talk about the celebration, so thank you very much for the question there, Mr. Uno. Um, the Tingo Rocket celebration actually was a pretty good celebration.
It
Balloons
was high.
every 2 hours, which was great. Excretion
Helped us
rate,
hit
yeah,
45. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. However, though, the Meowth balloon was spawning less. I think the rate on it was completely lower or non-existent because I did not see one Meow balloon through the entire celebration.
I think I saw maybe one, and then as soon as it ended, I got one.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty, yeah, I'm sure you're right.
Yeah, and of course we have brand new shadow Pokemons like Aeron, Lilithep, Seal, and
Feel,
Feel, and all those Pokemon. So when it comes down to it, it's just one of those things where we understand that it's not enough. Like, so if you did as many as you could, congratulations. If you got a shiny shadow, congratulations. We're still on the grind for it, but I'm also looking for the Beldum. People are looking for the Carnivore. Some people are even looking for the
Master League, yeah.
Yeah. Some people are actually looking for the Aerodactyl, and that's actually pretty cool. Out of the 3 leaders, which one is giving you the most troubles, Chris?
Aerodactyl is probably the hardest one, honestly.
Yeah, so Cliff.
Because because you can't just use T-targets it, because Aerodactyl can put in a good fight against him if it even if it has bite, which is just crazy. But I don't know. I think the one I'm kind of going for the most is Carvana, just because it's like weirdest one,
Yeah, definitely.
Like the craziest shiny.
Yeah, and that is for sure. I am looking for the Beldum just because I love Metagross, no matter what. Aerodactyl is okay, and Caravan is just like, if I get it, I get it, So, when it comes down to it, the spawns were also okay. I was hoping for the Scorpy, but unfortunately that was not possible.
I would have loved another one.
Yeah, but I mean, I did get a shiny hold, pretty nice shiny hold anyway, so I can't complain.
Oh, yeah.
So that is our recaps from last week. We probably went a little bit too long, but anyways, let's go into the research topics of today, which is all the news that we have since last week. And then how about this? We have confirmation about when can we actually choose our colors for the Kanto celebration coming up in less than 2 weeks, guys. It's time to choose your journey, everybody. It's time to choose between red or green. And we do have images, a beautiful image actually here, of the badges that you're going to get once you choose.
Beautiful.
Yes. And of course, Summer Talabin, thank you so much. Mewtwo hype, because I am going to go with the green version. I love the badge for the green version. And you actually, if you picked it already, you actually can see it in your badge itself. Oh,
and
Chris.
I didn't pick mine yet, so I'm going to pick it right now.
Yeah, so before you do, Chris, and I know you're probably going to show it anyways, if you go...
I didn't do it yet.
Yeah, if you go... Actually, let me show it to you guys here. If you go to your bag and you go to your ticket event, you are able to choose, just like Chris actually showed there, between green or red. However, if you pick, you will not get another chance of picking any other choices between it. So pick carefully. And we're just going to go over real quick of what Pokemon it is. So, Chris, if you want to go ahead and pick your team.
Oh, you already know. So, Pure Letter chose Pokemon Green.
Yes.
And I told him I wanted to do Pokemon Red.
Yes.
I think it should pop up now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There it is. Okay, yeah, there you go. So, he picked red, I picked green. That's how it goes. So what are the difference that you guys want to go? Now, we haven't gone over to the Kanto celebration just yet because all we had is the news and what they were telling us. So we are going to go back a little bit and just review what you can expect from both versions of the game. So on the raid version, you'll have the exclusive Pokemons, Ekans, Oddish, Mankey, Growlithe, Scyther, Electabuzz will be attacking more to Incest. And then we have an increased chance of encountering the shiny Pokemons, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Pidgey, Ekans, Pikachu, Nidoran, Female, Oddish, Diglett, Mankey, Growlithe, Ponyta, Shelder, Drowsy, Krabby, Hitmonlee, Lickitung, Scyther, Electabuzz, Eevee, Kabuto, and Dratini. So all of those will be shiny chances. Or higher shiny chances. I want to say it will probably be close to Community Day shinies, but again, we have a 12-hour event from this point on when the day goes live on the February 20th. And then the green version. Green version's exclusive Pokemon will be Sandrew, Vulpix, Meowth, Bellsprout, Magmar, Pinsir will be attacking more to Incest. And then the encounter in the shiny side will be, of course, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Pidgey, Pikachu, Sandrew, Nidoran, Male, Vulpix, Meowth, Psyduck, Bellsprout, Geodude, Execute, Hitmonchan, Koffing, Tangela, Horsey, Magmar, Pinsir, Eevee, Omanyte, and Dratini. So again, playing the entire 12 hours will get you the chance. However, we do know that we need to at least catch all 150 Pokemons to complete the challenge that they're giving us that day. So make sure you prepare, guys, because there is more to come. Aside from that, remember that both Mewtwo, Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos will be appearing in raids not just through the day itself, but for the next few days afterwards. So we have a chance to do a full 24-hour raid day since the beginning of the Kanto event. So, yikes. Chris, are you really excited about this?
I'm excited, but I said before, I'm pretty sure it was on one of the past.
Oh, podcasts. What the heck?
But I'll be doing a wedding, sadly. But yo!
Just click on the push there. Oh my god. Yeah, shiny push, somebody clip it. Oh my goodness. Well, I got the shiny for the count for the week. That was actually my second one. I needed a second one to finish up the shiny. Ooh, this is a pretty good IVs too.
Ooh.
Well, there we go. Another shiny right here on stream, guys. You're welcome. Anyways. That's pretty cool. I'll call it Purified Podcast, I guess. Podcast 51. How's the Honda collection? It's doing great. I'll just show it on a screen to you guys, but we'll definitely continue on with the news here. So thank you very much, Terry. And sorry that I interrupted you there, Chris. I know that you said that you have a wedding during the community, the day of the event. So good luck getting those shinies there, brother.
All I can hope is Gacha is supreme, and I may take a few bathroom breaks, per se.
It's going to be like an hour bathroom break or something.
Yo, Chris, why is your gas half full now? We just filled it.
I know, right?
Don't worry about it.
Well, those are the small little news when it comes to the Kanto event. So make sure you guys prepare. We will have one podcast before it. So if you have any questions or concerns, make sure you drop it in either our Twitch channels, our Twitter channels, or even our emails, which we'll talk about it at the end of the podcast, of course. So, what is next in our list there, Chris?
Oh boy. It is another Lunar New Year with Pokemon Go, and it is going to be the year of the bull.
The bull.
The ox, sorry. Close enough. No, I'm joking.
Sure.
And we're going to have a new Mega to be hunting down, so that's going to be exciting. That is going to be exciting. Yes. I know you were excited about this one, too.
Yes. So, as the Lunar New Year approaches, it's time for, once again, to the event to happen. This will be from Tuesday, February 9, 2021 at 10 a.m. to Sunday, February 14, which is right around the corner of Valentine at 1 p.m. Local time. The features, once again, this will be Red Pokemon. Red Pokemon will be appearing more frequently in the wild, like Krabby, Goldeen, Magmar, Magikarp, Miltank, Meditate, Tepic, and more. If you're lucky, you might spot a Gyarados in the wild, which is actually something that happened last year too. So, I mean, it's not something that we haven't seen before. Will you be lucky enough to encounter the Covenant Red Shiny Gyarados? Yummy, yummy.
Probably going to be boosted again too.
Yeah, probably. Events include field research tasks will be rewarded. Encounters with Meowth, Alolan Meowth, Galena Meowth, and Meditate, and Miltank.
Galarian Meowth, hello?
Galarian Meowth. You read that correctly, my friend.
Okay.
I'm okay with this. Pokemon representing animals associated with the Lunar New Year event will be hatching from Funky Eggs. Keep an eye out for Rattata, Ekans, Mankey, Ponyta, Mareep, Houndour, Miltank, Torchic, Bagon, Beniri, Tepic, and Litleo. Why is Rattata in the pool? I will hate myself if I hatch a Rattata out of a 5K.
You're the rat. The only reason, sadly.
Oh my god. Indeed. The following Pokemon will appear in raids. Meditate, Carnivite, Duskull, Scorpy, and Darumaka will appear in one-star raids, which is cool on the Darumaka. Miltank, Artillery, Blaziken, Cameron, Absol will be appearing in 3-star raids. Latias will appear in 5-star raids beginning on the Tuesday, February 9 to Saturday, February 20. So we got a little bit longer on Latios and Latias, so that's pretty cool.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, Mega Pidgeots, Mega Gyarados, and Mega Ampharos will appear in Mega Raids from Tuesday, February 9th to Saturday, February 20th. Look at that. This will be the very first time the Mega Gyarados is appearing in Pokemon Go. So yes, Mega Gyarados is here, so that's why we actually have a nice celebration when it comes down to it. Actually, if you go to your Magikarp or Gyarados right now, you should see,
have that, right?
yeah, you should have the actual Mega Candy ready to go. The event is live right now in other parts of the world, Australia and all those, so technically it's already going its full force. If you have friends from other areas, you can do remote raids and all of that, of course. In celebration of the year of the Ox, Tauros, the wild bull Pokemon, will be featured in Time Research. So you get a chance to release a regional variant Pokemon for everybody. Not just the people in the areas where it will usually spawn, but everybody gets a chance of actually getting this regional Pokemon. And it can be shiny. So yes. In celebration of the year, actually I already said that. Gift will contain more Pokeballs, so be sure to send a lot of gifts to your friends. So we can probably stock up a lot for this event. That's pretty good. You're more likely to become lucky friends with your friends. So be sure to swap gift, battle and race, and trade with them. So that's actually pretty cool because I want more lucky friends.
I think Pure Letter and I are probably going to hit lucky friends.
We'll see. When you trade a Pokemon, you're more likely to become lucky. It's too bad we're not level 48 right now because lucky Pokemons are actually like the most potent things to actually do during those levels. Either 40 or 49, so... and then trade range will be temporarily increased to 40 kilometers from Monday, February 8th, which is actually today at 1 p.m. to Monday, February 15th at 1 p.m. So we have a full week of trading to do with a lot of friends. So that's pretty cool. Did you just open my gift?
Yeah.
You should have done that tomorrow, but anyways. When the event goes live, you know. That's when we actually get increased chance of lucky friends.
Well, we could have hit lucky friends today, too.
Never happens. And then, of course, wishing you a wealth, health, and luck this year. Stay safe and happy exploring, trainers. Let's see here. I just want to read something from the chat. I don't know why. Honda says stupid. Well, there you go. Yeah, I understand there, Uno. Don't worry. All right, so that is the year of the Ox. Once again, that starts tomorrow. It's actually an okay event. Mega Gyarados is a potent Pokemon to use because it is a powerful Mega evolution. You do have to remember, though, Mega Gyarados does turn away from his flying water type to a dark water type, I believe, right? Or water dragon?
Such a weird typing.
I think so, right?
No, I think it's dark water, but I need to double check.
La 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 la. Here we have information. Yes, it's a water dark type, so it will be the same as like Sharpedo at that point when it comes.
Yeah, still not a dragon.
Yeah, big scanners for all that will be, of course, Mega Venusaur, Sakura, Lucario, Conkeldurr, Bellroom, Machamp. So you got a lot of counters for it. Even Mega Ampharos is actually pretty good. You do
That's
have
what
to.
I was thinking.
Yeah, I may actually use my Mega Gyarados or Mega Ampharos finally to be able to.
Or Mega Venusaur, yeah.
Mega Venusaur is cool. I have enough candies for that, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, that is the year, Megas and everything else. And we still got a little bit more news. We did wanted to actually hit this before it actually happened. We did say that Suicune wasn't going to have a raid date throughout the existing raid times that we had, of course. However, that changed, and we did have a raid hour today that took place today on February 8th at 6 p.m. local time.
It took me off guard, yeah.
I
didn't remember it.
Yeah, it was a little off guard. However, they did announce it a couple of days back. But again, it was throughout a few things of the podcast. So fortunately, they weren't fast enough to announce the news before then. So I'm sorry, guys. I hope that you were following Pokemon Go when they announced it. So that's pretty good. Chris, you want to talk about this real quick?
About the next thing?
X-Base. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Something I noticed playing this week, especially because of the half distance, was I don't know when it started because I don't remember it being a thing. Uh, but the eggs don't seem to be taking up space just being in your party anymore. It seems to only be when you put it into the incubator. I I don't know the exact specifics of it, but I know it has been at least been working like that for me. I haven't seen many mentions of it, so I don't know if it's been in the game for a while now.
So, can you
But
explain
just
to me
something
a
to
little
keep in
bit,
mind.
like, let's rewind a little bit. Can you explain exactly what
Yeah,
happens?
yeah. I can throw this 7K in an egg right now. So I have 942 Pokemon out of 4K right now.
Okay.
Uh, so I'm gonna throw this 7 kilometer, not in my bonus eggs. It's in the normal eggs right now. When I throw it in an incubator, it goes 3,943. So it ends up taking up an extra Pokemon spot.
Interesting. I don't think I actually know about that. Let me check real quick. Do I have an egg that
I
I can
I
incubate?
yeah, I didn't notice it before, but during the half kilometer, because I don't hatch a lot of eggs, but I noticed that it took up an extra spot, and I was like, isn't it supposed to do that when you grab the egg?
Okay,
So
so I
I don't
have
know when it swaps.
330, 300, or 3,384 Pokemons. So let's put this 2K egg in an incubator. Huh. That's really interesting.
Is that weird?
So it already counts the extra Pokemon of the incubator because you already hatching it. So by the time you hatch it, you have that space ready to go, and that doesn't
Exactly.
count. So let's say you wipe your entire collection clean. Hold on a second. Okay. If you, let's say, I don't know, where your whole collection completely clean. So you're at 0 Pokemons out of 0 Pokemons caught and everything out of the 2,000, 4,000 you have. So, however, if you place it on incubators, that means that it counts.
Yeah.
It
So
counts.
theoretically, you could have 0 Pokemon counted and then 9 eggs, which is
Interesting.
really strange. Yeah.
That is really interesting. I never really thought about that. Well, you learn something new every day. Thank you, Chris. Good thing I was sneezing with the mic off. Then I don't want anybody to hear me sneeze.
You did a good job.
More candies, please. Thank you. Anyways, but yeah, no, good thinking. Make sure you guys understand that's how it happens. And I think it's time for Chris to talk about the next event.
I, dude, the perfect timing for this, honestly. Uh, whenever we seem to push back the podcast today, there's always one thing in news that comes out extra every single time.
Yeah.
Um, so they announced a Pokemon Go Valentine's Day celebration, and it's going to be having a new Pokemon for us. And it's a Unovian Pokemon, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Muna.
And
So
Muncharna.
it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. How do you like these Pokemon?
I really think they're okay Pokemons. They were interesting when they came to Generation 5 in the main series games. I never really used them that much, but I guess they are quite potent in their own ways. Musharna is like a tank. I know that she or he or whatever, depending on it, can actually tank a lot of the hits in the main series game. So we'll definitely see how it will work out in Pokemon Go since we don't have speed implemented in here. But here are the features of the Valentine's Day event, which is not the first time, but it happens again. So on February 14, 1 p.m. to Thursday, February 18 at 8 p.m. local time. And Love is in the Air. Our annual Valentine's Day is back once again. The features. Muna and Musharna will be making his Pokemon Go debut. Muna will be appearing in the wild. Use a stone to be able to evolve it to Musharna. So that's pretty cool. It may not be like a booster rate. You won't see like every single one appear. But you will be getting, a couple of them here and there. So just make sure you got your pineapples ready to go.
Oh,
Then,
yeah.
then we have the following Pokemon appearing more often in the wild. Neither a male, neither a female, Plusle, Minol, Volpe, Illumis, Loftus, Muna, and more. And if you're lucky, you might encounter a Phoebus.
Dude, I haven't gotten a shiny Phoebus since the beginning of Pokemon Go. Will this be the
Oh,
event?
yeah, yeah. I forgot about that. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I just know that it happens.
Didn't need to laugh. Oh, I'll show you. I did all
I
the
actually,
Phoebus.
surprisingly enough, I need to get a Phoebus too. It's been a while, and in all
Okay.
honesty, it wouldn't be too bad to actually encounter one, I guess. Evolve.
Yeah.
Yeah, now this is an interesting one. Evolve Curlia during the event to get to Gardevoir or Gallade to get its exclusive move, Synchronize.
I dig
Surprisingly
it.
enough, Synchronize is still not one of the best moves out there.
No. In my opinion, it's only good on the shadow ones.
Yeah, I
Because
can
you
see
get
that.
to it like you get to it quicker by like one quick move than psychic for synchronize.
Okay, all right, I can see that happening. The following Pokemon will be hatching from 5K eggs: Eevee, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Togepi, Luptis, Muna, Woobat, and Cotney. Give me my Shando Eevee, please. Or at least a shiny
Dude, Shundo
Togepi.
Togepi for me, man.
I know, I know. I was actually looking at that
Need
too.
it.
Yeah, that's definitely something I want. And then with the following Pokemon, will be appearing raids and 1-star raids. We have Rouse, Volby, Illumise. Wait, hold on. Rouse, Voltvi, Illumise, Feebas, Muna, and Esper. So Volby is coming back from the regional exclusiveness throughout the event.
I was just thinking I might actually use passes on that. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll probably just use like regular like free passes if I see it in the distance, but that's about it. I'm still
Okay.
saving my remote for Mewtwo in a couple of weeks.
I dig it.
Yes, 3-star raids: Togetic, Espeon, Umbreon, Gardevoir, Gallade, and Alomomola, which is actually pretty cool because we had never seen Gallade in 3 stars before.
And they have the special move most likely of
Once
the
it
synchronize.
starts, yes, it will have a special move when you do use it. Alomomola is good only through the Love Cup, so which we'll talk about it in a moment. 5-star raids, Latios and Latios, which we already knew. Do remember those Pokemons do have a Mega Evolution, guys. So if you do want to get a very good one, this is your chance. They will be here until the 20th, which is before Mewtwo begins. Mega raids will be Mega Pidgeot, Mega Gyarados, and Mega Ampharos, which just a small switch in Megas. Again, Gyarados being the most potent out of the three, and then Ampharos still being fresher and newer. We do have exclusive field research to encounter Pokemon like Ross, Volpe, Lillimis, Spinda, with a hard pattern, and Alalamola, as well as our other rewards. So we need that shiny Spinda.
Dude, that is my prize. That is the ultimate Valentine's Day prize.
Let me ask you there, Chris, if your girlfriend gets it, what you gonna do?
Oh no, she didn't get it. I got it.
What I was saying, if she gets it, man.
Oh no, that's what I said. If she gets it, I got it.
Okay, all right. I guess that works too. You know.
No, she doesn't care about that. She doesn't care about
I
that.
know.
Spinda.
Anyways, we also have the Teen Collection Challenge for the Valentine's Day, which will include catching Nidoran male, female, Espeon, Umbreon, Plusle, Minor, Volpe, Illumise, Lobstis, Latios, Latias, and Alomomola. To receive 5 silver pineapple berries, a lucky egg, and an egg incubator, head over to the Today view to track the progress. The interesting thing about this collection challenge between all the other Pokemon that I mentioned is the Latios, which you have to catch for the collection challenge. So that means that you have to do the raids. And Espeon and Umbreon, which unfortunately I don't think they're spawning in the wild. I do have to confirm that, but I don't think that they are outside of the raids.
It's probably going to be an event. A research reward Pokemon because I know Umbreon was recently.
Well,
I didn't get an Espeon one though.
Yeah, so if we go to Twitter real quick and then just keep on the quest. Remember, the quests have already started in other parts of the world, so we do have a little bit of information, but not for this event because this is the Valentine's event and not the Lunar Celebration event. So, okay, well, we'll talk about that when we get there. Which, again, will start on February 14th. So we still have a little bit of time before we understand if this is the case. I will be happy if I do see an Umbreon and Espeon in bless you, by the way, in Pokemon Go in the wild. So I will be happy if we actually see those plus research tasks, of course. And yeah, if that's the case, then the only really all the two that you need to do is Latios and Latias. So wouldn't be too bad to see, So there, and then during the event, you can pick up a free one-time bundle for the shop with featuring 3 remote raid passes. So they're incentivizing going to raid, still giving me hope, Event exclusive stickers will be available from gifts. Be sure to get them while you can. And the new Muna Aspire avatar items will be available in the shop during and after this event. Well, we do have a
cute. They look cute. The outfits.
Oh yeah. I didn't see those until I saw the picture again. There is a little bit of bonuses. So we'll also have an increased chance to becoming lucky friends with your friends. Increased chance that Pokemon can trade become lucky. Trade distance increased to 40. And then increased chance of receiving berries from gifts. I don't know about this last one.
The only one maybe people would want is pineapple berries, but I still stack I get stacked on those all the time.
Yeah, same. It doesn't even matter. But that is the Love event just announced today. So again, we have a couple of days. Actually, we have a week from today for the Valentine's Day event to begin. So the good thing is that during the Valentine's Day, I think I'm off both Sunday and Monday of next week. So I'm definitely ready to go. I'm actually ready to go for the entire weekend because, as you guys know, this is not just a celebration for the game itself, but it's a celebration for the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. I have this weekend off, which is a 3-day weekend for me. I have the 20th weekend off, so which is the Pokemon Day event, Pokemon Go Day event, and then I have the 27th off, which is Pokemon's Day. So I got a lot going on, guys. Bruh. Dude, it was not easy getting those days, but still, it was. I'm sacrificing a lot of my time, that's for sure.
Oh, Lord.
I guess I've been getting invited to an Escarmony, but do I want to do it? Nah, I got the Honda. I'm good. Anyways.
You have the Shunda. No, I'm joking.
Boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are those. And yeah, I think that's all for the news. We do have a little bit of time to talk about Get Good, Get Wrecked, PP Feet section. Here we go, Chris.
I'm ready to throw hands.
So first and foremost, before we actually start going with what the Master League and Love Cup can actually accomplish, which is the brand new event or the brand new cup that we're gonna be running until the end of the season, I think. Chris, how was your Ultra League matches? Because I know we discussed that a little bit back then.
I had a little bit of luck when I swapped over to using Tangrowth. Because it's one of the few grass Pokemon that can actually counter the fire types. That's why I thought it would be interesting to run.
Meganium all the way.
It just wasn't true. I just needed a good anti-air, and Venusaur just couldn't counter things like Dragonite enough. But I think Abomasnow just put a hamper on my things. So I ended up running the team of Lapras, Venusaur, and Togekiss. People hate me for Togekiss, but it is a fun team to run.
Yeah, it is a heavy fighter meta for sure.
Oh yeah. So it was definitely a fun team to run. I felt like my matchups were a lot better after switching over to Lapras. You would run into the weirdest things like Skarmory in the leads. Abomasnow delayed. Like it was so wild how different the leads would change from match to match.
Yeah, understandable.
But yeah.
As for myself,
I'm only at 2,500 right now.
Okay, that's not bad. You did pretty good. That's not bad for sure. As for myself, I couldn't run the last few matches of the Ultra League on the last weekend that I had. However, I was having actually success with this team every now and then, which was my Shadow Machamp, my Crustle, and Meganium. Which again, Meganium, even though it power-ups harder than Tangrowth, just like you said, it has the same typing as Tangrowth, but I do have Frenzy Plant to fall back on if I need to do extra damage anyways.
Oh yeah.
So I do believe that for me, Meganium was just a powerhouse, no matter how much you look at it. It destroyed one shot Typhlosion with one earthquake, anyways. So
And people don't expect it, you know. It's so like it's such a spicy one in my opinion.
a little into the end of Ultra, I did start seeing a couple extra Meganium. So I don't know if that was a catalysm in the end. However, nobody actually expects the Crustle in the back anymore.
You started a movement.
I know, right? That's crazy. But yeah, no, nobody expects the Crustle, and Machamp is just a powerhouse as a Shadow right now. So it was a pretty fun team to run throughout the entire Ultra League. I did a couple of switches here and there, but again, it was mostly just trying to compete with the meta. Of course, if I see a Togekiss or any Charmander in regard, I'd cry and just go back into my Crustles. But yeah, was the kind of nice things when it comes down to it. However, we are now in Master League Premier, Master League Classic, and the Love Cup. So I'll be running a little bit more Master League just because I like that concept a little bit better than having it, especially since I got good Pokemons anyways. But Chris, how about we talk about the Love Cup?
Yeah, personally, I think I'll be going Love Cup. It's definitely gonna be a weird meta in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's a lot less straightforward. Let me put it that way. Than a lot of the other ones. I think there's going to be a lot of double charm. Yeah. Even triple charm possibly. So you got to watch out for that.
That's true. Now you did. I mean, has started actually today as we just recorded this podcast. So what can you tell me from the matches you actually already done?
I've only done one match so far, but you're gonna see a lot of surprisingly, you're gonna see a lot of our boy Scrafty, even though he's double weak to charm,
right,
or quad weak.
Okay.
You're gonna see a lot of the snake, the snail, the fire Macargo.
Thank you.
And you're gonna see a lot of Wigglytuff.
Interesting.
I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. That's the only ones I've seen so far. But I do think Macargo is going to be very prevalent because Charizard is going to be something that you're going to see around every corner. You're going to see a lot of Alamomola because that is a huge tank right now.
Yeah, that's for sure.
What's funny, though, is the one that is ranked the highest is Lickitung with Body Slam. That's one of the reasons I traded for it.
Yeah.
But it needs to be extra large. If it isn't, it's not going to be up there.
The what? Once again?
It's got to be extra large, like all the way up at like level 40.
But what Pokemon were you talking about?
Oh, Lickitung.
Oh, yeah. Well, if somebody's running a extra large Lickitung in the Love Cup, you hacked the game right there. So I'm sorry.
It's gonna be me. Oh man, if it's still, and it should be, if it's still Love Cup after, well, actually. Oh man!
I barely even have 58 candies for Lickitung. I'm like, nah, there's no way I'm gonna be running one of those.
Yeah, if I have enough Lickitung candies by the end of Love Cup, I might actually build it just because I know it's a Pokemon I'm gonna keep using.
Well, I need 182 extra large candies for one, and then I need 248 regular candies. Which the regular candies is fine, but by the time I actually complete this task, Love Cup is gonna be over, and the season is gonna be over anyways. So.
I just think it's going to be a Pokemon we're going to keep using, honestly. Because it's like a chunkier Snorlax, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. And honestly, that it would be interesting. But again, if somebody actually has extra large candy for that, then I don't know what you're doing. You're grinding too much, I can tell you that much, unless you're hacking the game.
I do think water Pokemon are kind of underrated. People don't talk about them enough in this cup.
Yeah.
Because there aren't a lot of Pokemon that counter them, honestly. You're not going to see a lot of Razor Leafers. But Electrode is a kind of spicy but very high meta pick. So you got to watch out for Discharge. Yeah. That's another Pokemon I saw.
Oh, wow. Well, we'll see. If I get to that point, I'll definitely I'll definitely dip my fingers into the Love Cup. But if not, then I don't really need to, I guess. We'll see.
Honestly, if you've already got Pokemon made for Master League, that's kind of just the better way to go, so you save dust.
Yeah, I just have it all ready to go. We'll see how it goes because, Master League Classic is still Classic. I already know the meta anyways, unless people don't want to do Master, and that's up to them. But yeah, that is what to expect from both Love Cup and Master League. Master League, the only reason you need to make sure is that you don't run into... You'll probably run into Metagross in Premier and not extra large candies, so you'll see a lot of those. So yes, that is, I think, Chris, everything we have for everybody today. Since we cover every piece of news and updates and soon, so we'll see how it goes. Also, I do want to actually mention that we did our prediction of Mega Aggron being the next Mega Boss was completely off, since Mega Gyarados was right next to it afterwards. So again, guys, you always have to take everything with a grain of salt when we come to APK mining. So,
dude, they throw them curveballs, man,
every single time. But that's how it is, and that's why we love game. So, anything else we got, Chris? No? Nothing else?
I think that's it.
Cool, because that is the end of our podcast. So, thank you so much for everybody who's joined us and listening to the podcast here live on Twitch. We definitely would like you two guys to... Thank you so much for the hype there, Terry. Listen us to our podcast services, which is Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and now Amazon Music. However, though, I do want to mention that before this podcast, we are at 1,999 downloads in the podcast services feed. So that means, if anything, we could probably have one more download before this podcast goes live tomorrow. Or, by the time I actually get it out. But in all honesty, that is actually a pretty cool thing to remember. There is one more thing, though. The next podcast is our 1-year anniversary of us actually talking about Pokemon Go since we started the podcast. So I am excited. And if you guys too, make sure you tune in next week.
It's been so exciting.
It's been an amazing journey so far, and it's still going to be an amazing because this game is just too addicting. So again, guys, make sure you check out Progress Services. If you can actually leave a review, I would greatly appreciate it. We will greatly appreciate it. And if you want to check us out, we do have our Twitch channels between Chris and I, and our socials, Pure Light Go and Pokemon Trigger Please at Twitter. If you want to check us out, ask some questions and anything. And then, of course, you can email us at thepurifiedpodcast@gmail.com if you want to talk about your day. We still haven't actually received any fan mail from anybody. So, again, guys, you want to be the first one.
What do you mean? Terry says he loves us every day.
I mean,
no, I'm joking.
Yeah. And then, of course, don't forget to check us out at thepurifiedpodcast.com/PokemonProfessor. So, I think that's it, Chris. How about you take us away for the night?
All right. Hope you guys are really excited for the upcoming Kanto event. I know we've been saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. Invite us to all the Mewtwo's you can. We are going for that Shundo.
Yes.
It's gonna be super exciting. I can't wait to see who gets it, who doesn't. Who gets the shinies, It seems like people get a lot of the shiny luck if they don't get the Hundo luck, but you never know. You could be Pure Lighter and get both. Okay. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace out, guys.
Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you guys next week.